What's up guys? It's your boy Danny, and today I have a really crazy story for you guys that didn't really happen, but I'm going to pretend like it did for the views. Now, at first I wasn't going to share this story because it's not true and I made the whole thing up, but I decided it's so crazy, I have to share it with you guys so that maybe you can learn from it and be a little more safe than I was. The story is so insane, and I already know all of the comments are going to be like, oh, this is so fake, such a fake video. How could anyone believe this? It's obviously fake, which it is, but I'm going to tell it as if it's true in hopes that people will believe it and I will get more views. So this story starts off with, way too much backstory, which I'll tell you so that this story will seem more believable. Kinda like when you're lying to your parents and you give them way too many details to try to make it seem real. Same deal here. So as you know, the universe started with the Big Bang. Early life started to develop in the dark depths of the Indian Ocean. But all it took was one gigantic meteor to wipe out the dinosaurs. Early cavemen developed wooden and then later stone tools, which helped them hunt large. Jimmy Fallon actually ended up taking over the Tonight Show. I was born in 1994 to two loving parents, blah blah blah. I'll basically just give you a bunch of useless backstory leading up to the story I actually want to tell you to make this video as long as possible because longer videos make more money on YouTube. So now that we've got that backstory out of the way, we can get to the main story. So basically I was at this party with my friend, who I don't want to name in this video to protect his identity and because the story is fake and this friend doesn't actually exist. But basically it came time for us to head out, and so we decided we were going to order an Uber, like any reasonable person would. So the Uber driver comes to pick us up, and at first everything seems pretty normal. The Uber driver seemed like a nice normal guy. Me and my normal friend were just having a normal conversation in the back of his normal car when suddenly things became not normal. The Uber driver started making all these crazy turns. He would turn down one street, and then another street, and then before you know it, another street after that. He would stop at stop signs and then speed up at green lights. Then a bunch of other wild stuff happened. He killed my friend for no reason. He kidnapped me. He made us stop at a daycare to pick up his daughter. He went to McDonald's and got some chicken nuggets. He tried to sell us drugs. He tried to kiss me. We got married. He cheated on me with a dog. He robbed me and then murdered me. So, to be honest, it was just a super tragic experience, and I don't even know how I made it through. I get a little teary every time I think about it because crying makes it seem more believable. I'm going to neglect talking about the uncanny coincidence that such a crazy story would happen to me, a YouTuber that makes a living off of telling crazy stories, because that would take away from my credibility. After the ride was over and the Uber driver dropped me off at home, he started sending me these really creepy texts, which were super easy to fake because all I had to do was cover up the name, and now look, you don't know who it's from. So finally I called the police and I had them arrest this Uber driver, but don't look up the arrest records because he's a magician and he made them all disappear. It also won't be on the news because he owns all of the major news organizations. Also, he owns them, so he decided to not publish any stories about his arrest. So guys, I hope this story makes an impact on you and you all learn a lesson. The moral of the story is obviously never get in an Uber ever. Uber drivers are demons sent here by Satan, and the only reason they are on this earth is to make us suffer. Make sure you guys use my Uber code next time you take an Uber, and I will be back tomorrow and every day for the next several years with another believable Uber story that happened even though it didn't. Peace!